my Juicy co-creators, Lilu here. I'm in Ljungby today on the Juicy Living Tour in Sweden with Annica. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for taking me back to this power spot where we spent some time yesterday. This is obviously a special place for you. Can you tell us why we're here today? How does it feel to you, for you to be here?
For me, we created something here yesterday. Or maybe it was actually that it was already here, but for us to discover within ourselves. So, what is a power place? Maybe all the power places are within ourselves at the end.
Yeah.
But it's a nice place.
It's a graveyard.
Yeah, it has history. It's a graveyard, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to speak about past life regression, and most of the time a lot of people speak of past life regression as this negative things, but you're a hypnotherapist and an author and a teacher, and you travel to all these power places around the world, hence we're in one today. So this is not a scary thing for you to be in a graveyard.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Life and death is a part of flow of life, really. But when it comes to regression therapy, a lot of therapists looks at what is stopping you. And that is a great thing to look at as well, but to also look at who you really are. Who are you, and who were you in past lives, because that's a part of you today as well. So to go back and look at your talents, all the knowledge you have, the strength, all the positive stuff, really, or whatever you want to call it, and to integrate with those parts that you want to integrate with, so that you can grow as the master that you really are.
So to talk about past life regression, I think for some people that are new to this, it's important to speak about your understanding of the soul and life and cycles and all of this. How do you see that do you believe that we reincarnate on Earth for a certain reason, and the soul chooses to be here and had different lives before, and hence every life there's something to learn? Tell us.
I definitely believe in reincarnation. I've been traveling myself to places where I've seen myself during a regression, just to see if those places really exist and what is the feeling to be there. So I definitely believe in it. And it can be here on Earth. It could be in other dimensions. But talking about being here on Earth, we do have things to learn and to understand, to become, I would say, more of the greater you, all that you can be. Mm-hmm. And when people do regression therapy and they go through the death process, I would say most people would say that death, to die, is an amazing feeling. It's a relief. And I would also say that most people that I've been working with, my clients, would say that to be born is more painful. It's more hard to get into a physical body. It's like you're limited in a way. That's the feeling most people do have. But to die is just, it's a relief. It's like you grow.
That can be scary too. No, but is it so during a regression, then you would relive those moments and relive other deaths that you had in previous life?
Yeah, because the way I work, I think it's better if you would have a regression. I would put you in a hypnotic state of mind, so that you can experience your past life. Uh-huh. You tell me what you see. You tell me what you feel. You tell me what is happening. Because then it's more integrated in you what comes up. Because you could go to a medium or whatever and they would tell you your past life, but there's a distance there to hear it from someone else
Yeah.
than for you to
Yeah.
be in it. And you can do it several different ways. Like I said, through hypnosis, that state of mind, or by going to different places in the world that is calling for you, so to say. Like you could be at a certain place and something happens to you. It's like pushing a spot somewhere in you, and it's like you've been there before, or a part of you, things are opening up.
But how can you call forth for the good stuff? Because most of the time we refer to past regression and there's this karma and it's heavy and we dig back and it's like this ongoing process that can be really daunting in some ways. And is that really necessary? Do we really have to go through that to complete this lifetime? How can we call in the good stuff? Tell us more.
I don't think it's necessary at all anymore to dig in the heavy stuff. And to find the lighter stuff, I would say it's easier through a therapist, because they would lead you to something that strengthens you even more and let you grow in that. So when I lead a person back, so to say, to previous times, I would, with my voice, say that, now you will soon put your feet on the ground in life where you have seen your own value, for example, if that's my purpose, or in a lifetime where you had unconditional love to you and to everything else. If there's been a lifetime like that, that's where I want you to go to.
Yeah.
So that you can awaken those feelings.
Yeah.
Because something happens there with you discovering that in a past life, something happens with you in this lifetime by doing that.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a purpose every time. If you go through a therapist back to a previous life, what is the purpose?
Yeah.
And I think it's great to look at, when did you have a lifetime where there was unconditional love flowing, or to see your value.
Uh-huh.
I like those positive parts.
Yeah, and it's very, very good to hear, because most of the time I hear people digging in the negative, and it feels good, because then we start to tingle and new energy comes in, or something that, where does it stop? The imagination.
Right.
Is that real? Is that imagination? Is that really past lives? What does that do? But in the end, to me, if it feels good, why not?
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
In the big picture, did we have previous lives or not? But when you awaken that, let's say, a life where you saw your own value and you saw other people's value, and you awaken that somewhere and integrate with it, then just when the person open up their eyes, it's like something is sparkling, you awaken something. And then it doesn't matter where it comes from, or really in the big picture it doesn't. The most important thing is every moment, who you are in every moment.
So that we can be as present as possible, have this juicy life.
Yeah. Because when you're present, there's a freedom. Most people are scared of being present, because we want to have control. Say the perfect thing at the right time, and there's no sparkle there, really.
So tell us about your book, because you wrote also a book. You're an author. This is in Swedish, so I haven't had the chance to read it, but I know it's going to come out in French. And you wrote this with your friend Annalena. Tell us so it speaks about DNA. I could tell that much.
And it's the DNA of the soul. And it's actually, it is about what we've been talking about. It is stories about past lives where there's a red thread, so to say, both from me and from Annalena and from clients that we have. But the purpose of it is to integrate and be the master that you are in the present. But there's so much to discover about yourself in the DNA.
So you travel to the DNA?
Yeah. And you find stuff there, but it's also like I said, do it from the positive side, where something happens, where you awaken that spark, the diamond inside of you. That's the purpose of it, really.
What is your wish, or you would say what you would love to see in the world? Putting this book out, doing the work that you do, you travel, you're really dedicated to your spiritual growth and to the growth of others. So what would you love to see? What's there in your heart from previous lives that you've discovered, or in this lifetime?
That is that every person take their place, you know, like the work that you do. You take your place, and no one else can take your place, because when you take your place, you feel freedom. Other places feel freedom by you taking your place. So everyone has a do you say place or certain
Purpose?
Purpose. Everyone has a purpose, and you find it by following your heart. And when everyone can take a stand in their purpose, there's a flow, and it's just so easy.
I know one of your message too is to look around and find those power places and find the beauty around where we live, because you traveled and then you find out all those power spots right in your backyard, nearly.
Right in my face, yeah, and I wouldn't see it. Yeah, it's funny in a way, you know. I was thinking, but yeah, I've been traveling the world, really, you know, on the other side of the earth. And then a while ago, I don't know what really happened, but it's like I could hear places calling, and they were really near to my home and to where I grew up. And it's like, we don't have those places here, you know. I didn't want to see it. In one way, it's like it's more exotic to go somewhere else. And now I've been discovering the area around here, and it's everywhere.
Do you have a man in your life?
I don't.
I'm calling all the Swedish men because I know there's a lot of Swedish people watching, or people from all around the world, so this is a little magic moment.
Thank you.
This is a beautiful, beautiful, juicy, free woman. My beautiful co-creators, my male friends. Woo. Yes, we're in a power spot. We're calling it.
Power, yeah.
This is great.
Oh.
Well, beautiful. I really enjoyed this moment. Thank you for bringing me to Sweden, because it's because of the trip you had organized, and in the end now I'm going through Sweden, Denmark, Norway. So thank you for who you are. I know you're a connector, you're a bridge for many people, and you're definitely dedicated. So thank you, Annica. Thank you for everything. If there is a last word of something that you would love to say to everybody watching, to all those beautiful co-creators around the world, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that...
She's going to tell you right now.
I'm going to tell you. That open up for the present moment, because there's so much to discover there. It's like a whole new world of possibilities and things that we've never seen with our physical eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Much, much love to you on this journey.
Thank you. Good luck with your journey.
Thank you. Much love, my beautiful co-creators, wherever you are around the world. Please share all these videos. Thank you for your support on the tour. And next time in Denmark. Much love. Bye.